What is your first impression? What is your first thought when I show you guys this?
Popcorn popping in your face in 3D.
Wait, Lynn, what is it?
Popcorn popping in your face in 3D.
3D. So it's Muppets Take.
I love it.
It's Muppets Take Manhattan. If you have not seen this scene, it is fucking hilarious.
My name's New Zealand.
Oh, that guy just recently died too. The mustache man.
New Zealand?
Coleman?
The old dude with the mustache there. He just recently died.
Him?
Yeah, like a week or two ago.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Dabney Coleman?
So sad.
He just passed away. I think he was like almost 90.
Dabney Coleman. Well,
like
because
80
we're
I think
going to
it
get
was-
to him here in just a second, too, because
I
he
think
was
it
in Cloak and Dagger.
86
Oh, yeah.
or something.
May 16th.
May 16th.
He was 92
Oh,
years
sorry.
old.
Oh, my
a month
sister's
ago.
birthday.
Yeah. So, again, Muppets Take Manhattan released July 13th, 1984.
Everybody's dead on that.
So 40 years ago, this was released. It made $25.5 million at the box office on an $8 million budget. It was actually Frank Oz's first time directing a feature film. And if you don't know Frank Oz, he's the voice of Miss Piggy, Yoda, a lot of the different Muppets.
You know what freaked me out about that movie is when they show like Kermit walking from like the perspective of his legs. For some reason, that weirded me out as a
Those
kid.
in when it would show, like the one scene where they're riding the bicycle.
Riding bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
God. So weird, man. Or actually, okay, hold on. We're going to sidetrack here just a little bit. Or if you want to go to the Great Muppet Caper, when they had like a little person in a Miss Piggy costume and she's like running.
And they're running. Yeah, they're just running like this.
It's goddamn terrifying. So apparently Frank Oz was kind of a pain in the ass to work with. He was micromanaging every detail, and he would even admit later on that he was too hard on the actors. But since then, people who have worked with Oz say that he's completely changed behind the camera. He learned his lessons. He's learned to kind of let some stuff go, and he's easier to work with. There were supposed to be even bigger cameos. Dustin Hoffman, Lily Tomlin, Richard Pryor, and Laurence Olivier. Hoffman was going to play a Broadway producer with an invitation of legendary film producer Robert Evans, but Hoffman backed out at the last minute because he didn't want to offend Evans. And this caused a lot of the other big names to then drop out, which was interesting because Hoffman ultimately did that impersonation of Robert Evans in the movie Wag the Dog.
All right.
And if
That's right, they got Ricky Gervais 30 years later.
Yeah. And if you aren't familiar with this scene, apparently Joan Rivers was pretty tossed during this scene.
Was she never really tossed?
Well, so the way the story goes is that she was having a tough time filming here. So to loosen her up, Frank Oz ordered up 4 Bloody Marys. He had 2, she had 2. So the takes that are in the movie, she's 2 Bloody Marys in.
Wow.
Which, if you think about it, for somebody like her, actually probably not enough to really get her
I don't
tipsy.
think that really did. She probably had some pills too somewhere in there.
And finally, the movie led to Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies.
We make our dreams come true. Muppet Babies will do the same for you.
When your world looks kind of weird.
Oh Lord, we got them going.
Don't start that. I won't do it. So during the carriage ride scene when they're going through Central Park, Piggy talks about how she wished they had met as toddlers, and this leads to the scene where Kermit, Piggy, Gonzo, Rolf, and Fozzie, and Scooter are all babies. CBS would launch the animated series Muppet Babies just a few months after the release of the movie. Muppet Babies would kick off on September 15th, 1984.